Good morning, YouTube. 7-Eleven is in progress. Take you guys along on the ride. Gotta see if I can find a couple parts for the lawnmower. Go to the UPS store, return an Amazon, post office, gas, car wash, and I don't know if there's anything else, to be honest with you. Might be hard to find lawnmower parts, but this place looks abandoned. Let me even see if they're open. They are closed, but this is the road where my parents used to own the banana farm. Let's go see what it looks like with the new owners. That's where my mother used to own the banana farm. They built the house and everything. Any of you remembered the banana farm? It was just all bananas and fruits and avocados. She sold it, and I think she bought it for $8,000 and sold it for $100,000, just the property. And someone built a house on it, and it looks like they tore up all the bananas. I think they sell lawnmowers. I don't know. I could be wrong. In these neck of the woods, that's what it's about. All right, they directed me towards this place on Wabash, so I'll go check that out. It's gonna be a long day. What do you guys do on your day? BB's working at the office fixing up some issues, but what are you guys doing today as you're watching this video? And you know what time it is. The car wash. This is the dirtiest you'll ever see my vehicle. Yep. You'll never see it this dirty again. Let me get it vacuumed. I'm not gonna say who sits on the passenger side, but there's a pack rat that likes to leave stuff underneath my seat. No, no, no. Thank you, Katrina, for my lip balm. $383. Guess that's the best it's gonna be. That's what we're looking at. Are you serious? Come on, man. Normally that would be where the full mark is. No friggin' way. $49.66. Paying about $20-something, $30 more. Normally get 412 on a full gallon, full tank. This time I'm not only am I paying more, I'm getting less gas on a full tank. Philly Steak closed here on 98 North. And supposedly, this might be a Bojangles garbage chicken. Yep, they closed down. And Bojangles might be coming in there. Good thing we don't DoorDash, and I don't deliver pizza with those gas prices. Heading to the UPS store to drop this return for Amazon. That's the old Hardee's building in Wabash, and they're supposed to put a Riverside. It's like a seafood place. It's gonna be the third one. All right, let's see if these people can help me with my lawnmower piece. All right. Okay, the only way they have it is in this friggin' form. $41. Probably could have got it cheaper on Amazon, but then I'd have to wait. I'm really at the mercy at that $41. I am doing a video on replacing that, so I'll explain all that in my lawnmower video. But when you're at the mercy of something, sometimes you got to pay for it. But if it's the right part and it gets it started, guess $41 isn't a bad price. All right, next stop, wipers. And then I think there's some review products at the post office. Right in there was shot over 60-something bullets. The Polk County Sheriff Department. There was a guy that was pulled over. He killed the sheriff and his dog. And there was a 2-day manhunt, and he was in that woods there. This was all woods anyway. But in that section there, the sheriff's department laid about 69 bullets to that guy. Of course, he didn't make it. When they asked Grady Judd, why did they shoot the suspect 69 times? Grady Judd said, because they ran out of bullets. But right there is Matt, I think Matt Williams or Matt something, and his dog Diogi. I was living in Florida when that happened. It was a crazy night in Polk County. A very crazy night. Just to let you know, if you live in Florida, that thing around there that says Kia Wesley Chapel, that is a felony. It is against the law. You can get arrested for having that over your tag. FYI. I know Jim had asked how many jobs I've had. I've had in Florida 2 full-time jobs. One company ran out of business. And then another one I worked for a long time. I quit. In Jersey, I worked in an envelope factory. And every other job that I've had my whole life, because I don't like switching jobs and stuff like that, were all part-time jobs. I used to work 2 to 3 jobs from the time I was 18. And one of my jobs here in Florida was AutoZone. I loved that. And I worked at Pep Boys, but that was a service advisor. But I used to sell parts and used to be a manager at AutoZone. Let's see if they still replace wipers. I don't know if they do it. Or if the person behind here is lazy. Hey, how you doing there, guys? $28 for blades, the cheapest ones. Woo! There is a service mode on this here. And basically the service mode for the wipers is you turn it on. And then you put your wipers on. And then you shut off your vehicle. And then you hold this button up. And then that puts your wipers in service mode. So now they can be replaced. Because when you can't pull the wipers up because of the hood, that's the mode you got to put it in, service mode. And then of course, you start your car, you just put it back and she goes back. Lesson learned, guys. Service mode on your wipers. They should have it. And the reason I had him put the wipers on is because after a while, when you don't put wipers on all the time, like when I worked in AutoZone, I used to put them on like 2 seconds, 5 seconds. When you don't do it for a while, you don't have that feel. They're easy to replace, don't get me wrong. But when you do it for such a long time, you get that feeling, and you just boom, boom, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, but he hooked it up for me. I thought we had to replace the centerpiece, but no, he got the feel to it. He got the feel. So, on to the post office, guys. And again, like I said, I've had 3 major jobs. All my other jobs, Burger King, McDonald's, gas stations, liquor stores, UPS, UPS helper, UPS warehouse, Gator Freight warehouse, AutoZone. Those were all part-time jobs. Cutting grass, lawn service, delivering pizza. Those were all, like I said, I've always either worked 2 or 3 jobs my whole life. So that way, when you hear me say I used to work somewhere, I even worked putting price tags at a warehouse for the clothing line. Like, they would go into clothing stores and you put the price tags on them. And security guard, that was a full-time, so it was 4. So in Jersey, I did security guard and envelope factory, because envelope factories, they disappeared. And then from there I went to security. When I came here to Florida, I worked at the trucking company. And then when that shut down, I got laid off, I went to Pep Boys, still working all these other jobs simultaneously. That is a license plate reader. They're all over the United States. They following you. Another thing, these are Duralast wiper blades. That's their cheapest ones that they have. Wiper blades should be changed yearly or every 2 years, depending if your car is outside. But usually the aftermarket ones, 23, 4, 5, 26. These wipers were 3 years old from the factory, so that's not bad for going 3 years. But then I keep this car in the vehicle. But if you do keep your car outside, sometimes they have to replace yearly or every 2 years. But don't go over 3 years on your wipers. You have a streak, it's because your wipers are no good. I know they're expensive, but hey, you gotta do it. All right, that post office is packed today. Let's see if we got anything. All right, those might be the other product reviews. Might be 2. Hey, you want that? All right, we got another review. Another review to do. And that's what it is. This company's really bonded with us. They keep sending us products to review. So that's pretty cool. Thank you for joining me. Trying to make this video a little bit short for you guys. I hope I did. Let me know what you guys do. What your errands, what you got going on. Again, the lawnmower, I will have a lawnmower video on fixing that lawnmower. We will have some product review videos coming out as well. More gardening videos as well. And again, if you guys send us something, we always check it once a week. So drop us a postcard and we'll drop you one back. So don't be scared. Got a busy week this week, meeting Stephanie, the subscriber. So we will definitely be trying to do some more lives. And I really don't know what else to say, guys, but thank you again for joining us. Until the next one, YouTube, later.